the Honorable Commissioner mentioned, this is the 7th stakeholders budget, stakeholders engagement for the purposes of our next year's budget. Last year we were here, I believe, on the 25th, 25th of September, 2024. So today is the 9th of October. So in terms of how hard the team has to work, you've lost maybe 2 weeks, 9 plus almost 4, that's 13. That's almost 2 weeks. And we still must have this budget ready for assent before the end of the year. And you know, my birthday is the 25th of December. I won't work from the 20th of December. So this has to be ready well before the 20th of December. It's not only for the team, it's also for the State House of Assembly. We all have to work together to ensure that there's no break in that cycle. Let me first and foremost appreciate our economic team led by Professor Tunji Babatunde. Your other team, I can see Alhaji Bello, Honorable Oyeleke, Kenny Ogunsanya, and also PS Anyaleke. Well, let me say thank you to you for your consistency. And when we came in 2019, we had the Ministry of Finance, Budget, and Economic Planning, but we decoupled it. We said finance should be finance. Budget and economic planning, because it's almost like finance loan disbursable. Budget and economic planning, wọn ò rí owó tí wọn ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní pépà lọ́wọ́. So àwọn tó náwó àtàwọn tó ní pépà, they are different. So if there's any discrepancy between owó níná and the paper and what we've put down, immediately will come out. We argue at Executive Council meeting. Some people will bring a request, and then budget and economic plan is saying, well, paper to a lot of wow, it cannot fly, and that will be the end of it. So we've seen the benefit to the state, the management of the state resources by decoupling that Ministry of Finance, Budget and Economic Planning. And from that experience, we also decoupled, because I saw somebody mention Bureau of Public Procurement. We decoupled it. We decoupled it because we felt Entoba issues certificates for a job to begin, that's certificate of no objection, shouldn't also be the person that will evaluate the work being done. So we created project monitoring agency. That project monitoring agency, we met on ground, governors, project monitoring team. There's no law backing that up. It was just at the pleasure of His Excellency. But we said we're not going to be judged by, oh, how many kilometers of roads have we constructed? How many schools have we constructed? What is this infrastructure, that infrastructure? But we think we will be judged by the institutions that we're creating. Thank God Justice Zenyeson is here. Oyaka. And we are called Oyaka. Justice Aderemi is here. Rule of Law Enforcement Authority. If we enforce our laws, people will have confidence in our environment. They will have confidence in our government. And they will be willing and ready to take a bet on us. It's not just by mouth to say, oh, people should bring their money and come and invest in your state. Investors, they are cowards. I mean, not literally. Money will not go where they think their money is not secure. And part of the security they're looking for is what they call the risk, governance risk. So I think in Oyo State we are moving in the right direction as far as institutions that we're creating. And when all is said and done, that is what will define this administration. Yes, I've listened to some of the issues raised here. Coming here every year is not, we're not coming here to play or to joke, or we're not here because, well, we're trying to fulfill our righteousness. No. We're coming here because we want to really hear from the people. We want to listen to you. I remember 2019, our first full budget. It must have been around September, October 2019. You remember the budget we met when we came in May 29, 2019, was budget from the previous administration. And we reduced it. We shaved off almost 180 billion from that particular budget. So about this time, 2019, we had our own first budget. And about the Ranti, Emi Oshejobari, as of that time, that must have been maybe 4 or 5 months into government. If I mean, my government will flight ticket for me láti lọ sí Abuja because irú ẹ̀ ò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí. So I called a second-term governor from another state. And I said, look, we have this, because after Ele, I have only one more of this session, Kinto Malo. So yes, sorry, Ele, Kinto sorted the next one. So I said, you know, what process they want to go through? This was in September. And he said, look, Seyi, why are you bothering yourself? Wait till December. Take that budget to the House. Give them 2 weeks. Nobody will bother you. Everybody will be nearly day mood. Everybody will sign, and then that will be the budget. And I said, how does it relate to the people? the aspirations of our people. And he said, you're the people. As the governor, to decide everybody will follow through. And I said, thank you, but we dare to be different in Oyo State. So we decided to engage with the people, hear directly from them, know those things, their aspirations for their government. And I'm glad that 7 years on, there has been no regret, because the people have taken ownership of their own budget. I think somebody came and said he was talking about maybe the World Committee chairman, and said, okay, succession, you know, and then my Lord she really look at this thing seriously. Well, I said to my Lord that as of 2018, when I was going around, Mufeshe governor, there's no yardstick to measure me in the public domain. Because me, anything, me, councillor. And a lot of people just don't know how I will perform, given the opportunity. They have nothing to hold on to. But I said to them, just watch my lips and then trust me. And then somebody reminded me that I said that in 2015, they didn't vote for me. So, so it won't be an issue of trust alone. You have to give them something that they can hold you accountable on. And then I called Professor Babatunde and some team. I said, look, we need to develop a roadmap for accelerated development of Oyo State. So they put those eggheads together. I wasn't in government. We went through, we argued amongst ourselves, and then we produced that document. Then I went back to the people and I said, look, this is so they gave us the opportunity, and the rest they said now is history. So we'll try our best. If we put anybody forward within our team, what it means is we've evaluated that individual. But I also mentioned to my Lord, as we were discussing out there, that it won't be about the individual per se. I did not have a roadmap for Oyo State development when I came in. Every government, they've tried their best within the situation they found themselves. But for us, we deemed it fit to put together in black and white a roadmap to say, look, this is what we're going to do. You can criticize it. You can read through it. You can say, oh, maybe this area or that area, which is why we have this type of engagement. So I said to my Lord that if within the team we have a roadmap for continued development of Oyo State, 2027 and beyond, And we have people within that team that have already bought into it. That would be the best path forward. But having said that, the decision on who will be the next governor of Oyo State rests with the people of Oyo State. We'll make our own submission to the people of Oyo State. We've gone beyond what I call stunt politics, where people I want to pardon. Maybe in the past. Maybe in the past. But now, Oyo State people will ask you questions. Oh, they said we cannot pay salaries on the 25th of every month. We said we will do it. We've done it. Now it's going to 7 years. They will ask you, will you be able to do it? Like my brother Seyi said, we're growing rapidly. We were deliberate in our developmental model. When we came, we said, look, we will try to stop rural-urban migration. And the first contract we awarded as an administration was money to Seyi. It was awarded for 10 billion naira, 65 kilometers at that particular time. It's a very simple translation. 65 divided by 10 billion, that's something like 153 million a kilometer. How would they ask a minister, so how much is the coastal road? And then you're dancing around, going to say, no, next kilometer is different from next kilometer. Yeah, what is the average cost? When we did Oyo to, it said it was about 9.9, almost 10 billion. I was about, this time around, 34 or 35 kilometers. Average cost 238 million per kilometer. When we did Oyo, no, it's saying to Ogbomoso, 76 kilometers, was about 43 billion. Average cost almost 500 and something, maybe 500 million per kilometer. And we have two bridges, one over Ogun River and then one at Ogbomoso end. So it's nothing, and there's nothing in there. That's a brand new road. Oyo to Seyi, it was rehabilitation, complete reconstruction. The same thing, money to Seyi, complete reconstruction. So for the people that will come after us, my Lord, and also the gentleman that asked about succession, data is available in Oyo State. And Oyo State people want to go this past 6 years. And having said that, you can't take out God's factor in the affairs of men. But we've seen somebody, he already won an election, Prince Audu in Kogi. He was waiting for announcements, blah, 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 and he passed on. Benny, so, Ntolong will back on anybody. Kò sí anybody tó lè help ẹ. So Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú wa, á dẹ̀ tọ́ wa sọ́nà. So on specifics, on citizens' needs. Remember, this is 2026 budget that we're talking about. Comrade NUP, Comrade Abato. Well, you ask two specific questions about one, the 32,000 from the 32,000 as a minimum for for pensioners. First, it wasn't captured in the 2025 budget, but we can capture it in 2026 budget. But let me also say this. The federal government, they make pronouncements. They try to demonize the governors and say, oh, go and talk to your governor. They are having more money now and things like that. But what is the purchasing power parity? How much does this money, how much does it? When I came in as a governor, I believe just before Alhaji Bello became the Accountant General of the state, we were paying about 4.5 billion as a salary. Now, the salary bill is about 15 billion every month for the state. So we must ask ourselves those questions. What we've tried to do in Oyo State is to ensure that your government is able to provide an environment where businesses, economic activities can thrive. We try to ensure that you have a safe and secure environment. I've tried myself, I've traveled between Ibadan and Shaki at 11 p.m. I said, okay, let's get in the car and go to Shaki. And people, they're thinking, well, okay, you have security. So you can travel 11 p.m. and get to Shaki by 1 a.m. How about others that don't have security? I said, okay, we will still go. If we meet anyone on the road with no security, that means they feel safe and secure to travel at that point in time. And every time I've tried it, we met several vehicles on the road. And if I try it, go try it. No, I'm serious. You will go to Shaki and come back and nothing will happen to you. Your vehicle could tell you just no kotogan. So from next year, we're not following the federal government stunt to say, oh, pay 32. Because when the federal government said they were going to pay that was it wage award? Yeah, for economic hardship. We paid till we reviewed the salaries. The federal government, they are still owing their people up until today. So it's our state. However, whichever way we lay our bed, that's how we will lie on it. So we will do it because we want to keep supporting our pensioners and we want to keep doing our best to ensure that they live as long as the Almighty has provided for them. And for the tertiary institutions, I think what they've asked for on paper is a circular so that they can implement. But I know that it's not just the circular. What they want to do is we'll give them the circular, then they come back to us and say, well, give us subventions to be able to pay this. So we will give them the circular, but we have to do our own work and be sure that when they come back to us, we already have a solution for its implementation. So I believe, well, there are two things that I still need to address before I round up. One is from the NLC chairman of Lagos State. You said we should provide affordable homes in Oyo State. Historically, Olubadan Estate around Biri, one set up as affordable homes. Go affordable months. Ajoda New Town was set up as affordable homes. Go affordable money again. I was born at Oluyoro Catholic Hospital. My parents, Wangbe Isaliafa, Gbegbe Kwegbe, anytime. And my first 10 years, up until 1977, were living in that neighborhood. But my father struggled from a primary school teacher. He did his AIB exams, became a banker, and he started working at Wema Bank. Later, he changed job and went to Ansel. By 1978, I think he was able to afford his first vehicle, a Volkswagen B2. And then we moved from Adeoyo, Isaliafa, Adeoyo, to Yemetu, Okudia, Vadebodi Jaga. But total garden, they can cross. So I'm a firm believer in first ensuring that we create economic opportunities for people, and they eventually will take themselves out of poverty, and they will take their next generation and the next generation out of poverty. It's a longer process, and I've seen it. When they were building Nigeria LNG plant on Bonny Island, they took people from Finima as a fishing community. They built brand new houses for them. And they took them from their fishing port to those houses. And less than 10 years later, when I went back, those brand new houses have in turn become fishing communities. They've turned them to shanties. So it's a mindset to take people out of poverty. Yes, we can encourage private people, which is what we've always been doing. If private people want to embark on projects that will give affordable houses, we'll give them land. We'll encourage them. But our experience with government, anything about government lonely, it belongs to nobody. So I'm using this opportunity. If you need land to put up affordable houses, We will encourage you, we will give the land. So our model is a little bit different from Lagos. I would lower be Eko. We are Tavaniga, Eko. And the second thing that I thought I should address, only I think Babati wants to say the road from Iwo Road all the way to our border Koloshu near Odoba. We want to stop níwájú infectious disease center Olodo. No. What we've done up to infectious disease center ni pé a dualize ẹni dual ló ń bọ̀ láti Iwo Road roundabout pass through Monatan, Ìyànà Church, Wọ̀fún, Olodo. But from infectious disease center, Olodo to Odoba, it will be single lane because the traffic to Wambe from the traffic count could support key dualization in Debe. So once they finish the dualization, yes, the contractor has been very slow. I mentioned it to him, but you can be rest assured that we have the plan and we have the resources that we're deploying to ensure that all the way to the border with Osun, we'll fix the road, but the dualized aspect will terminate at infectious disease center. Okay, there's one more. The women support network. There are about 5, 6, or 7 things that very fun. First, any pay a yari farm Actually, yesterday, I have to tell you this, and I'm mindful of the fact that my mother worked at this state secretariat, or your state secretariat, as a telephone operator. So I sold bread for her. I'm sure a lot of people, they are aware of this, of that story. Nifagwamila close, behind Holy Trinity, there used to be a bakery in Betongpeni, Tidbits. So I'll go there, get Tidbits, myself and Muiwa. The same Muiwa told me, Boya Jagun Olubade de Abi. Okay, only Gbanka Olubade local. So we'll go there, get bread for our mom, and then we'll go to Iwaju, this Adeoyo State Hospital ni corner to one. We'll stand there. As they are coming out, we hand the bread over to the people. Most times, 1 hour we're done, we'll take the money back to my mom. Yesterday, is Kompo Lodukoya here? Maybe it's not. I told him yesterday because I went and inspected the airport. And on my way back from Oluloyo Park up to gate, especially around the Bolage market, there's a lot of people by the roadside. The container tensoi, that is what they put in there. There is no way that any plan for our cities and you expect development and progress. Yes, I said I won't send people off the street until we're able to provide alternative form. That is why Bitati Junction improvement need challenge. Ile-epo, I think Rwanda ní Ile-epo yẹn on the right. Texaco, yes, Texaco. We asked them to leave, and we put a small market, Sibe. And we also went inside the scout camp market and said, look, ẹ jẹ́ káwọn yẹn kúrò ní ojú títì and then move in there. We went to the Commissioner for Trade. Ibi tí issues were about the ownership of shops and things like that. We did what we had to do. From there, we're building those bus terminals, and the latest ìyẹn tó wà ní General Gas. At General Gas, if you are coming from Akobo, because Baba Koli Osho, God bless his soul, Egbebe ni wọ́n gbé. Several times they will call me and say, what is this chaos in here? Yes, you should look after our people, but there must be law and order. And that is why Justice Aderemi Wambi, rule of law. Tí legitimate demand bá wà, we will, but ìlú tí ò sí òfin. So mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ yín ni, there's a ministry for women affairs and social inclusion, and Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning and the team in Ministry of Women Affairs budget for next year. Let us accommodate some of the things that they have mentioned. So àwọn tó mú gbó ni àwọn tí wọ́n lóyún ni tí wọ́n continue on that trajectory. Mi ò bóyá àwọn ọmọ ṣe mú náà ní ṣe ni àbí Cerelac ni àwa mú. Mi ò bóyá Cerelac ni wọ́n mú sí, but whatever it is, Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs is here. We will ensure we provide that safety net. And the artisans, you ask for technical colleges, and also the fact pé àwọn èèyàn ò gbé mọ́tò wọn wá sí ilé mechanic mọ́. Ẹ̀bà kò ń ṣe ọwọ́ mọ́tò nìkan ni ló máa ń yọwọ́. Ó yẹ kí wọ́n sì máa wá tẹ́ bá exactly change the oil ṣe campaign fún wọn pé look ẹ bá jẹ kò dìgbà tí oil bá dúdú kẹ́ tó wá change ẹ̀. It's because deliberate effort wà láti ensure pé people have something to do. So I encourage the team as you go to other geopolitical zones. Please, because if it's over fi ẹlẹ́mọ̀ ṣọ́ tí wọ́n fi ṣọ́, Ìbàdàn ilé ni wọ́n fi mí ṣọ́, because my local government is Ìbàdàn Northeast. But ẹ bá lọ sí Ọ̀yọ́, tẹ lọ s'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́, Òkè Ògùn, Ìbàràpá, please, what we've discussed here, let it be a rough guide, and then bring to us back a budget, just like you've always done, that is owned by the people of Oyo State. And let me say thank you for being a part of this engagement, this stakeholders engagement. And adùn tó wà nínú ìjọba tí ò bá ti dé ọ̀dọ̀ wa á dọ́dọ̀ wa. ẹ̀yin tó bá dẹ̀ ti dọ́dọ̀ yín ẹ má lajú o because díẹ̀ tó nínú kò ní nǹkan o. Let me say thank you and God bless you.